Hey, grace and peace. Good morning, everyone. My name is Paul Dezay, and welcome to Find the Intersection. Today is Wednesday, which means we are going to be focusing on the book of Acts during Eastertide. Typically, it's the Old Testament, but during the season between Easter and Pentecost, we focus in on the book of Acts. And today's passage is really cool. So we're in the city of Joppa, which kind of you look backwards and you see the Jonah story referencing Joppa. And so here we are, and there is this woman named Tabitha. In Greek, her name is Dorcas, and her life was all about compassion and service and good works, and she was known for this. And there was a community of widows like herself that gathered together. They were friends, they were family, and then she died. And so that's the kind of the context. This is the season, of course, after the resurrection of Jesus. And so resurrection is in the air, so to speak. And so here's a few things that stood out to me as we take a look at this story. The first thing is Tabitha had died, and the women were mourning, and they came to Peter and said, "Come to us without delay." And so they got word to Peter, and Peter came. They didn't ask for resurrection. They just wanted his presence, which I thought was pretty profound. They just wanted him there. They knew he was a representative of Christ. They knew that he had been with Jesus, and they just wanted him there. I mean, they prepared the body for burial, and they did all the things that are custom. I'm not sure they were really believing that Peter would be a part of the resurrection story, the continuation, but I thought that was interesting. The second thing that jumped out to me is that Jesus's life-giving ministry continues through Peter. So Jesus gave life. He came to give abundant life. He was the one who raised Lazarus from the dead. He himself was raised from the dead through the power of the Spirit. And Peter continues this trend of giving life into situations where there is death, which is really the whole idea of resurrection. And we are people who are experiencing that resurrection now, where we become alive in the midst of death. And so this is just such a powerful story. And it's powerful in another way that she gets to continue her good works. And the gospel message continues to spread through the power of resurrection in this resurrection season. The third thing that stood out to me was just how this resurrection and this resurrection season continue to spread the gospel. It says that the news spread, and many put their faith in Jesus because of this. And so the gospel spreads like wildfire during the season of resurrection, during the season of Pentecost. There is this movement outward, and things like this. These are signs. These are works that witness to the fact that the resurrection has conquered the dead. And that's pretty powerful. So next step for me, application is it's really a kind of a silly thing, because I'm kind of a nerd geek, and I think you all know that. I preached a sermon at my last church on this particular Sunday during Year C called Be a Dork, or Be a Dorcas, which is the Greek name for Tabitha. And since she was a servant and compassionate, and she did good things for people, like encourage people to be a dork or Dorcas. And so I guess I have to kind of grab hold of that today, is that, am I like Dorcas in a way? Am I like Tabitha in a way? Am I serving compassionately to the people around me? And if not, then, that's something I need to step into. Because it is part of the gospel. It's part of the resurrection movement that's taking place during this Easter season. Anyway, that's all I got this morning. Hope you are having a great morning so far. If you could leave in the comments just some words or phrases of things that you received as you read this passage this morning, I really would appreciate it. Let's share from one another. Let's learn from one another. And we'll be back tomorrow with Psalm 23, and then Friday we'll be back with the intersections. Hey, have a great day, everyone. Grace and peace.